Thank you for joining us. I'm Courtney with a WBZ News update and a look at our top stories. 2 missing children at the center of an Amber Alert in New Hampshire have been found safe in Keene. Now, the car they were in was towed from this restaurant you're seeing here earlier today, and the children's biological father is now with police. Investigators say their mother is dead and they're treating her death as suspicious. A search for the 2 children started after police found the body of Caitlin Nafziger inside an apartment on Main Street. This was in Berlin around 10:30 Thursday night. Police initially put out an Amber Alert for her 1- and 4-year-old daughters. The search came to an end in Keene a few hours ago. Witnesses tell us the car they were in was towed from an Applebee's there. Authorities say they're now talking with their children's biological father, which you see here, 37-year-old Dustin Duran, but no charges have been filed at this time. We'll be following this breaking story throughout the day and we'll bring you updates as we get them. And in Foxborough, police now say the SUV driver who collided head-on with an ambulance was driving under the influence. 40-year-old Jenna Wilson faces half a dozen charges. That includes OUI and child endangerment. Her young daughter suffered life-threatening injuries in the crash. The EMTs and the patient that they were transporting were also hurt in this crash, but not seriously. And just a reminder, today is the last day for early voting in the Massachusetts primaries. If you miss today, don't worry. You can always cast your vote in person on March 5th. Polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. Vermont and Maine will also hold their primary elections on Tuesday. Sunny but cold is the name of the game here on this Friday in New England. And as we head into the weekend, we want to go ahead and get a check of our next weather forecast with meteorologist Jason Mikell.
The 30s remain on tap, Courtney. We flip over into the 40s later on this afternoon with beautiful blue skies and also a lot of sunshine. The cause for all of this warmer weather right now is an amplified ridge moving into the eastern half of the country. Our next weather system now beginning to take shape, and it almost looks very textbook-like. An extratropical low is what we call it. Look at that almost comma-like shape there. Again, this is very textbook in terms of a strong area of low pressure developing. Again, we have very mild air mass that's going to be moving northbound into the area. Periods of pockets of very heavy rain to be expected moving through Appalachia. It begins to wane once it gets into our neck of the woods, and then we'll allow more moisture to kind of develop across the area. So normally when we're talking about the heaviest rain, it's along the south shore of the Cape and the islands. This is going to be very scattered in nature. Less than an inch or so projected across the Boston area, a little bit more than an inch in the Merrimack Valley. But look at this, pockets of moderate to heavy rain stretching along the areas down to the south near the Providence area. So let's rid ourselves of the milder air. High pressure moves on out to sea. Rain showers begin to develop. The yellows and the darker greens indicate some moderate to heavy bands developing. Even in the Boston area, listen, look at this. This is stopping the clock at roughly noon tomorrow. The I-95 corridor is going to be wet all the way from Philly, D.C., all the way up through New York City, eventually moving into Boston, where the I-95 corridor will likely have an onslaught of moderate rain moving northbound into the area. And even by 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., perhaps even 9 p.m. And look at how this almost just seemingly blows up across the area. This is going to limit visibility and also cause some ponding on some primary and even secondary roadways. The good news is the bulk of this activity will be out of here by the time we wake up on Sunday morning, but some splashover effects along with some colder weather is going to be wrapping in behind. Remember, the backside of the area of low pressure pulls in typically drier and colder air. Some sprinkles are going to splash over those, so we'll be talking about that. Again, packaging up today, mid-40s to be expected, lower 40s in areas south, back around 30 degrees or so, 31 overnight tonight in Plymouth, a pair of 3s for P-Town, 30 for Lawrence, and even up north in the Merrimack Valley, you'll likely have also some upper 20s. We'll be around the 50-degree mark tomorrow, and I think this is mainly due to the cloud cover that we will have. Some dense clouds will likely continue not just for Sunday, but into Monday and Tuesday of next week. The big question again remains, why is all this cold air evading the area? We have that jet stream that is on the move. This is the guiding force for anything active-wise in terms of the lower 48. That moves north, and this will allow that warmer air and more unsettled weather to really take residence across our region. Here's the next 7 p.m. rain showers developing again for us tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, leading over towards some cloudy skies for us on Sunday and Monday with a spotty shower expected both days. Pop-ups likely for us on Tuesday, and look at Wednesday. A front descends across the area, taking us down from the upper 50s, almost at 60, back into the low 50s by the end of the week. Key takeaway, Courtney, is conditions remain warmer than normal each and every day in the 7-day. But also the rain chances come with each and every day also. Courtney?
All right, Jason, thank you. I'm Courtney Cole, and this has been a WBZ News Update.